First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yahweh being the proper name of the Holy Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Man, that's their proper names, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man. Those are the names that we're supposed to call on. Yahweh Shai is the name that you're supposed to be able to call on and be saved, man. I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. This is just an addition to the video I saw Apostle Gabar do, which is on the screen right here. You brothers get some time, go look it up. I know Apostle Gabar put the link in for the video that Apostle Tahar did on it as well, man. I suggest brothers get go through the feed of Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar, both of those videos before you get to this one, if the Spirit's on you to do it. But this is just going to be a little addition to it, man. Just to build upon it more, edify a little bit better, a little bit more. Not to say that Apostle Gabar didn't do the damn thing, man, because he chopped it down, man. But I'm gonna call this video an addition. Yahushua came in the flesh and from the seed of man. And I got a few precepts, man, to prove this point. Because as the scriptures say, it says prove all things, man. But, yeah, we just gonna hop into it, man. And Lord willing, I'll put this video in the link so brothers can, easily get to it. But, the first scripture I want to get into, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, verse 1. This is in the Apocrypha. It says, I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth, man. Because all men came from Adam. That's what he's talking about, man. And it went down the line through all the lineages. It says, verse 2, and it says, in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man and the pleasure that came with the seed, man. So he came from the seed of man. Solomon came from the seed of man, man. Just like all of us did, even Yahushua, man. And I'm gonna get into that. And that word compacted in blood, man. I've seen the elder brother out there in Chicago. He's gone through that word plenty of times, man. But to be begat, and he's brought it out in his in one of the older dictionaries that he has. That to begat means to be compacted in blood, man. And that's just saying it right there. And it's that begat. I want you brothers to remember that when I go down a little further into this lesson, man. But it says, verse 3, and when I was born, I drew in the common air and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature. And the first voice which I uttered was crying, as all others do, man. And I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and swallowing cloths, in that with cares. And there was no king that had any other beginning of birth. So no king, man. Yahushua is a king, man. They even wanted to set him up as the king when he was walking to work, when it wasn't time, man. They put it on the top of his crucifixion, man. It said, King of the Jews, man. It says, verse 6, for all men have one interest into life and the light going out, man. All men. Yahushua came in the flesh. He was a man, a spiritual man, a man with power, but a man. So I got a little bit more. I'm gonna jump forward a little bit. I'm just gonna get Matthew's, man. This is gonna go to that compacted in blood. You know, it doesn't say that on etymology, but in that old dictionary the brothers brought out plenty of times before, that word begat means to compact in blood. But I'm gonna get that definition too. This is Matthew's 1, and I'm gonna start at 15. This is just get a little point. I'm gonna start at 1. It says Matthew's 1 and 1, and I'm gonna jump down. It says the book of the generation of Yahushai, a Mashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. So this is the generation, man. That means the lineage. I'm gonna jump down to verse 16. It says verse 15. It says, this is just to draw a little point on it. It says, and Elud begat Eleazar, and Eleazar begat Mathan, and Mathan begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Yahushai, who is called the Anointed, man. He begat him, man. So he had a father. Yahushai had a father, just like all of us do, and he had a mother, just like all of us do. And as we read in that Wisdom of Solomon, no other man had any other beginning. But I'm gonna get that the etymology on that word begat, man. This is it says to beget. You know, begat is like the past tense version of this. This is the present versions. It says to get by effort, find, acquire, attain, seize. Class V strong verb, past tense, begat. See, past tense. Past particular, begetting. It says sense of. It says beget, sense of to procreate. Procreate, man, that's sex. Yahushua had no other beginning, man. There was no virgin birth. No angel came in and, you know, laid the seed down or anything like that. Angels don't have the sex, and the scriptures say that, man. Apostle Gabar even said it in the video as well, man. You can find that in the scriptures, man. You know? So that's what it is, man. Mary and Joseph had sex to create Yahushua. Only difference is Yahweh placed that strong spirit in him, man. Yahweh gave him that spirit. Yahushua's spirit was always, man. It's just that his spirit went into that body, man. From that procreation, man. So I'm gonna go to the back to the precept. So it said, and Jacob begat Joseph, that's a father begetting a son, the husband of Mary, and of whom was born Yahushua, who is called the Anointed, man. The Anointed, that's what Christ means, man, anointed. So that's straight up, man. He came through sexual intercourse, just like every man does. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 says it as well, man. No man had any other beginning. This is I'm gonna get the next precept, man. I'm gonna go into Romans 8 and 3, man. It says, this is Romans 8 and 3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, because you know no man was able to keep the law except for Yahushua completely. All men went off, man. It says the Most High sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh. He came in the flesh. He came in the flesh, man. And I'm gonna get the next precept I'm gonna get, man. It's gonna go into that a little further and, you know, seal the coffin. It says the Most High sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh, man. So Yahushua beat sin while he was in the flesh, man. He was basically he was the way for us to see that it's possible, man. So Yahushua really came in the flesh. You know, I'm making this video pretty short, and it's gonna be effective, man. This is Hebrews 2 a lot. Hebrews 2 and 14. We're going to work down through this, man. I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, Hebrews 2 and 13. And again, I put my trust in him. And again, behold, I and the children which the Most High had given me. For as much then as the children are partakers of the flesh, and blood, which we're the children. Israel, it's not talking about any other nation. It's only talking about Israel. That's all that Yahushua came back for. It says, came for in general, and that's all he's going to come back for. It says, for as much then as the children are partakers of the flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same. So Yahushua came in flesh and blood. He said he took care. He said he took the form that the children were, that the children came in, man, and all men, all seed, all children, all came from a mother and a father through sex, procreation. They were all begotten of a man and a woman. And Yahushua was begotten in the same way. He also, so I'm going to get back into it. It says, he also likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil, man. So he came in the same likeness, man. He came in the same corrupt body, but he did spiritual things, man. And it says, verse 15, and delivered them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels. So that BS, that vocab was talking about, and a lot of these Christian sects talk about how they try to say, an angel gave the seed and there's a virgin birth. Verse 16 chops that down with the other verses that I brought up already. It says, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels. Angels can't have sex. He was not just a spirit. He came in the flesh, just like the scriptures say. And the scriptures also say, he that say that the Lord Yahushua didn't come in the flesh, he's the Antichrist, the same as the Antichrist. So it says, verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. Wherefore, in all things, it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. He was of the seed of Abraham, that chosen line. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. That chosen line. He was of the chosen line. And it was Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and then David, who he came from, because that was a promise that the Lord made. He said, through thy seed, I shall make an everlasting kingdom, man. So he took on the likeness. It says, wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren that were of the flesh, of the seed, of the stock of Israel, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to the Most High, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is also able to succor them that are tempted, man. Yahushua came in the flesh. He came in the flesh of a man and woman. There's none of this bugged out. He came as a spirit only, and nobody's ever seen him. The scriptures talk about how people have seen him, man. The scriptures talk about how he came. The scriptures talk about who he came for, man. So it's just time to cut all that garbage. The scriptures being broken down, humbled down, and learn the scriptures the right way, man. And that's all I got for you, brothers, man. It's a quick, short to the point hit. I want to say all praise, and this is an example of being defenders of the gospels. And with that being said, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, man. Keep pushing. Keep defending this world to the death. Shalom.